Join us as we explore the Methow Valley, discovering its beautiful trails, charming towns, and local flavors, all that make it so unforgettable. Welcome to RV Out West. I'm Brooks. Based in the Pacific Northwest, my family of four hits the road to explore the best of RV life out west. From hidden gems and epic destinations to helpful tips and real road stories. So grab your coffee and join the journey. The Methow Valley is a wide, beautiful stretch of land in north-central Washington, tucked along the eastern slopes of the North Cascades. It runs along the Methow River, winding through small towns like Twisp, Winthrop, and Mazama, each with their own character. It's a place where mountain peaks meet open valleys, and where the pace of life feels a little slower and more grounded. If you've ever driven over the North Cascades Highway and dropped down into the valley, you know that moment when the landscape suddenly opens up and you feel like you've arrived somewhere special. What makes the Methow Valley stand out is how much it offers in every season. In summer, wildflowers paint the meadows and hikers take to the endless trails that lead up into the alpine country. In winter, the valley transforms into one of the largest cross-country ski trail systems in the country, drawing snow lovers from all over. Artists, farmers, and outdoor adventurers have all found a home here, giving the area a mix of culture and creativity that blends seamlessly with its natural beauty. It's the kind of place where you can spend your morning on a mountain trail, your afternoon floating down the river, and your evening enjoying local food and live music in town. The Methow isn't just scenery, it's a feeling. People come for recreation, but they also come for the sense of community and the way the time feels a little different out there. It's a valley that welcomes you to slow down, look around, and remember what it feels like to breathe just a little bit deeper. The Methow Valley is a stunning region that is easily accessible from any direction. About a 4-hour drive from Seattle, the valley begins where the North Cascades Highways, Highway 20, crests and drops into Mazama, then through Winthrop and ultimately into Twisp. Each town offers its own flavor. Mazama with its outdoor adventure hub, Winthrop with its Western-themed boardwalks, and Twisp with its thriving arts community. The valley makes a perfect stop on a North Cascades road trip or as a destination all on its own. As an RVer, you'll love the Methow Valley for its four-season appeal. In summer, hiking, mountain biking, and river rafting can fill your days, with trails leading into the Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forests and North Cascade National Park. In winter, it's one of the premier Nordic skiing destinations in the U.S. Spring brings wildflowers and birding, while fall offers golden larch forests and quieter trails. Year-round, you'll find local farmers markets, art galleries, and live music that highlight the valley's creative spirit. The Methow Valley isn't just a place of striking scenery and outdoor adventure. It's a landscape shaped by generations of people who have called it home. To really understand the valley, it helps to look beyond the mountains and rivers and into its past. The story of the Methow stretches back long before today's small towns and ski trails, beginning with the indigenous people who first lived along the river and continuing through waves of miners, ranchers, and homesteaders who settled here in the late 19th century. That history still echoes through the valley, woven into its communities and the way it's experienced today. Long before roads and towns appeared, the Methow Valley was home to the Methow people, part of the interior Salish tribes. They lived along the Methow River and surrounding mountains, moving with the seasons to hunt, fish, and gather. Salmon runs were central to their lives, and they developed deep knowledge of the land's plants, game, and natural cycles. The valley was not just a place to live, but a cultural and spiritual homeland that shaped their way of life for thousands of years. European-American settlement began in the late 1800s, after gold was discovered in the North Cascades. Prospectors, trappers, and traders came through, and soon after, ranchers and homesteaders followed. By the 1880s and 1890s, families were claiming land along the Methow River, raising cattle and planting orchards in the fertile soil. Towns like Twisp and Winthrop started to form as supply hubs for miners and loggers, later growing into permanent communities. The arrival of settlers brought major changes, including conflict and displacement for the Methow people. By the early 20th century, the valley's economy shifted more heavily towards logging, farming, and eventually tourism. Today, the Methow Valley honors both its indigenous heritage and its pioneering past, with museums, cultural centers, and ongoing efforts to preserve stories from both eras. The Methow Valley is tied together by three main towns: Mazama, Winthrop, and Twisp, each with its own personality and role in the rhythm of the valley. Starting at the upper end, Mazama is the gateway to the North Cascades. It's a small, laid-back spot with a general store that doubles as a coffee shop and a gathering place, plus access to some of the best hiking, climbing, and skiing in the region. For travelers seeking quick access to trails and high country adventures, Mazama feels like the perfect jumping-off point. Down the valley sits Winthrop, instantly recognizable for its old Wild West storefronts and wooden boardwalks. This themed downtown came about in the 1970s as a way to attract tourism, and it has stuck ever since. Today, Winthrop is lively with shops, restaurants, a brewery, and outdoor outfitters. In winter, it's the hub for cross-country skiing, with trailheads leading directly from town. While in the summer, it draws river rafters and families looking for a fun base camp. Further south, Twisp carries a more creative and down-to-earth vibe. Known for its art scene, the town has galleries, studios, and a beloved farmers market that brings the community together each week. Twisp feels less tourist-focused than Winthrop, offering visitors a chance to connect with local makers, musicians, and growers. Together, these three towns balance adventure, history, and culture, making the Methow Valley more than just a destination, but a place with real character and community. I'd like to take a brief pause here and thank our longtime sponsor, CamperAlerts.com. If you're looking for a site at a sold-out campground, please use CamperAlerts.com. It's summertime and the great outdoors are calling, but did you forget to book a campsite 9 months ago? Well, don't worry. Say goodbye to sold-out campgrounds with Camper Alerts. With Camper Alerts, you can choose your campground, select your site type, and set a personalized alert. And when a site becomes available, they will notify you. It's that simple. Visit CamperAlerts.com today and start setting your alerts. For those who love the outdoors, the Methow Valley offers year-round adventure. In summer, miles of hiking trails lead into the surrounding Okanagan-Wenatchee National Forest and the North Cascades, ranging from mellow river walks to challenging alpine climbs. Mountain bikers will definitely find single track at Sun Mountain and Buck Mountain, while road cyclists often ride the scenic highways and valley roads. The Methow River itself is a draw too. Rafting and kayaking trips are available through local outfitters like Methow Rafting, giving visitors a chance to paddle through exciting rapids or enjoy a more leisurely float downstream. Winter transforms the valley into one of the top cross-country skiing destinations in the United States. The Methow Trail System maintains over 120 miles of groomed tracks for both classic and skate skiing, with rentals and lessons available from the Methow Valley Ski School or Winthrop Mountain Sports. Snowshoers and fat bikers also have dedicated trails, while downhill skiers can head to Loop Loop Ski Bowl, a community-run alpine area about 30 minutes from Twisp. For those who prefer quieter winter outings, guided snowshoe trips, and backcountry trips, those are available through outfitters like North Cascades Highway. In town, the valley offers just as much to explore. Winthrop's Old West boardwalks are lined with shops, galleries, and restaurants, making it fun to wander on foot. Stop by the Schaefer Museum to get a look at pioneer life, or sample local beer at Old Schoolhouse Brewery. Twisp has its own charm with the Twist Works campus, home to artists, makers, and creative businesses, and the popular Saturday Farmers Market featuring fresh produce, crafts, and live music. In Mazama, the Mazama store is a destination in itself, famous for its pastries, sandwiches, and coffee, and it doubles as the community's hub. After a day outside, many visitors enjoy unwinding with good food and local culture. Fine dining is available at Sun Mountain Lodge, while more casual meals can be found at the Riverside Methow Valley Cider House or the Pizza Ovens of East 20 Pizza. Live music often fills the evenings at local venues and breweries, bringing together both visitors and locals. Between outdoor adventures and in town discoveries, the Methow Valley makes it easy to balance days of activity with nights of relaxation and connection. The Methow Valley also shines through its seasonal festivals and community events, which add extra flavor to any visit. In July, music fans flock to the Winthrop Rhythm and Blues Festival, the largest and longest running festival of its kind in the Northwest, drawing nationally known artists to the banks of the Methow River. Winter has its own magic with the Winthrop Christmas Lighting Festival, when the town transforms into a sparkling holiday postcard, complete with carolers, hot cocoa, and plenty of cheer. Twisp hosts the Methow Arts Fest each summer, a family-friendly celebration filled with hands-on art projects, live performances, and a welcoming community. Sports and outdoor competitions also bring people together throughout the year. The Methow Valley Nordic Festival kicks off the ski season in January with races, clinics, and community gathering. Cyclists often time their visits with organized rides and races, taking advantage of the valley's winding roads and trails. Meanwhile, fall brings harvest celebrations, wine tasting, and events that highlight the valley's agricultural roots. These festivals aren't just entertainment, they offer you a chance to connect with the valley's spirit and its people. Attending one of these gatherings means stepping into the local rhythm, sharing food, music, and stories alongside those who live here year-round. For many of you, the memories made during these seasonal events are just as meaningful as the hikes, bike rides, or ski days that first brought you to the Methow. After a full day of hiking, biking, skiing, or paddling through the Methow Valley, sometimes the last thing you want to do is go cook in your RV. That's when the valley's dining scene comes alive and is a perfect way to unwind. These culinary stops provide not only nourishment, but a way for you to connect with the valley, its people, its flavors, and the lively, welcoming atmosphere that makes each trip memorable. Food in this area reflects the same mix of rustic appeal and creative spirit that defines the rest of the region. For casual bites, you can't go wrong with the Mazama store, famous for its pastries, hearty sandwiches, and wood-fired pizzas. A perfect stop before or after any trail adventure. In Twisp, Cinnamon Twist Bakery is a community favorite, offering homemade treats, breakfast plates, and coffee to fuel your adventures. East 20 Pizza in Winthrop is another go-to, serving up artesian pies in a laid-back setting that pairs perfectly with local craft beer. If you're looking for a step up in dining, the Valley has options that deliver memorable meals without being overly formal. Copper Glance in Winthrop is known for its creative cocktails and globally inspired small plates, making it a fun spot for an evening out. Twisp's Fork serves farm-to-table dishes that highlight the bounty of local growers, while La Fonda Lopez offers flavorful Mexican meals at reasonable prices. These mid-range spots bring together fresh ingredients and a welcoming atmosphere that's going to make you want to linger just a little longer. For those after a fine dining experience, then Sun Mountain Lodge, which sits high above the valley with sweeping views and a menu that features regional wines, seasonal produce, and carefully prepared entrees. Dinner here feels like an occasion, perfect for marking a special trip or simply enjoying the valley from a different perspective. Between laid-back cafes, creative bistros, and elegant lodge dining, visitors can find meals to match any mood, and every adventure-filled day deserves to end with something delicious. The Methow Valley also boasts a lively beverage scene, perfect for unwinding after a day outdoors. In Winthrop, Old School Brewery serves up craft beers in a friendly, community-focused taproom, often paired with live music on the weekends. Just outside of town, the Methow Valley Cider House offers crisp, locally made ciders and a relaxed riverside tasting area, ideal for sipping while watching the sunset. Twisp has Mazama Brewing Company, where inventive beers and cozy seating make it a great stop for any beer lover exploring the valley. For those cork dorks who prefer wine, the valley's small but growing vineyard scene offers tastings that highlight regional grapes. Elephant Mountain Vineyard and Thorn Sagendorf Vineyards bring carefully crafted wines to the table, often with beautiful views and knowledgeable staff eager to share stories about their winemaking process. Seasonal events like harvest celebrations and tasting weekends provide another way to connect with the valley's local growers and producers. Between breweries, cideries, and vineyards, the Methow Valley makes it easy to pair outdoor adventures with excellent drinks. From casual pints after a long hike to sipping fine wine while taking in the sunset over the valley, you can easily find a beverage experience that matches every mood and moment. Combined with the valley's diverse dining options, it's clear that culinary exploration is an essential part of any Methow visit. The Methow Valley offers a wide range of options for RV travelers, from full-service parks to more rustic campgrounds. For those looking for convenience and amenities, Riverbed RV Park near Twisp provides full hookups, pull-through sites, and on-site laundry, making it a great base for exploring both towns and the surrounding wilderness. Close to Winthrop, Silverline Lakeside Resort and Paragon Lake State Park offers RV sites right on the water, with access to boat launches, swim areas, and hiking trails, combining outdoor adventure with comfort. For travelers who prefer smaller, quieter spots, Twisp's Pioneer RV Park offers a more intimate experience, just a short walk from downtown shops and restaurants. Lightning Pine Cabins and RV Park, located along the Methow River, provides riverfront sites with full hookups and picnic areas, giving visitors a peaceful, scenic place to relax after a day exploring. Even more secluded options can be found on dispersed public lands managed by the U.S. Forest Service, though these often require self-contained rigs and careful planning for water, waste, and road access. Additionally, the Winthrop North Cascades National Park KOA Holiday Campground is a family-friendly getaway located just about a mile east of downtown Winthrop on State Route 20. It offers a variety of camping options, RV sites ranging up to 70 feet max with full hookups, deluxe cabins, tent sites, and even covered wagons that you can camp in, and is set right beside the scenic Methow River with river access for swimming or fishing. They even offer at least one fenced site, maybe two, that have their own hot tubs. Amenities include seasonally open pools, a pavilion, Wi-Fi, bike rentals, and a playground, making it a good mix of comfort and outdoors. When planning a stay, it's important to consider the season and the size of your RV. Summer and early fall are peak months, so reserving ahead is highly recommended for full-service parks and lakefront sites. Many campgrounds open in late spring after snowmelt, while some forested or dispersed areas may not be accessible until summer. Visitors should also note that propane, groceries, and dump stations are limited in certain areas, so planning ahead ensures a smoother and more enjoyable stay. Getting to the Methow Valley with an RV is easier than you think, and the drive itself is part of the adventure. From Seattle, it's about a 4-hour, 180-mile journey via I-5 north and then east along Highway 20, also known as the North Cascades Highway. This scenic route takes you through rolling foothills, along mountain passes, past shimmering lakes like Ross Lake and Diablo Lake, giving a preview of the landscapes you'll explore once you arrive. If you're coming from the east side of Washington State, Spokane to Winthrop is roughly 250 miles, or about a 4.5-hour drive, following Highway 2 and then connecting to Highway 153 south through Twisp. For RV travelers, the highways are generally well maintained, and there are plenty of pull-offs and small towns along the way to rest, refuel, and enjoy the scenery. For those planning a full-on North Cascades road trip, the Methow Valley is a perfect stop along the loop. To dive deeper into this journey, go back and check out episode 45, North Cascade Loop, on our podcast, where we share tips, highlights, and hidden gems along that route. You can also visit our free destinations travel guide on our website for a full 10-day North Cascades loop itinerary with RV-friendly stops, attractions, and insider advice to make the most of your trip through this stunning region. I will include links to that episode and destinations travel guide, along with the links to the places mentioned in this episode over on rvoutwest.com in the show notes for this episode. Visiting the Methow Valley feels like stepping into a story where every chapter is filled with adventure, beauty, and community. From the first glimpse of the North Cascades spilling into open valleys to the gentle flow of the Methow River, the landscape invites exploration. Each town, Mazama, Winthrop, Twisp, offer its own flavor, from charming boardwalks to bustling farmers markets and quiet art studios. The valley has a rhythm all its own. Mornings on the trails or river, afternoon paddles or discovering local shops, and evenings filled with live music, a warm meal, and laughter shared with locals and fellow RVers alike. What makes the Methow truly memorable is the way it balances adventure and comfort. You can spend your day hiking, skiing, or floating down the river, then wind down at a riverside cider house or an elegant lodge with sweeping views of the valley. Festivals and events, from blues music in the summer to holiday lights in the winter, offer glimpses into the culture and heart of the community, creating experiences that linger long after you visit. Each season brings something new, inviting you to return again and again to see, taste, and explore a different side of this remarkable place. By the time your RV trip comes to a close, it's clear that the Methow Valley isn't just a destination. It's a feeling. It's the quiet awe of sunrise over the mountains, the satisfaction of a day well spent outdoors, and the warmth of local people welcoming you into their world. If you're seeking a place that blends natural beauty, outdoor adventure, and a genuine true community, the Methow Valley offers all of that and will leave you planning your next visit before you even pull out of the campground. Hey there, thanks for listening. Did you know that you can text the show directly from your podcast app? Just click the link right below the episode description. You can share a topic idea, ask a question, or just say, hey, I'd love to hear from you. So go ahead, tap that link and shoot me a text. If you got value from this episode, please share it with one person you know. Also, give us a follow on Instagram and Facebook where you can join in on the conversation. I sure would appreciate it. And thank you again for listening to RV Out West. In next week's episode, we're going to be exploring the final stretch of the Oregon Trail. We're going to highlight key stops where you can follow in Lewis and Clark's footsteps. Perfect for planning a historical RV road trip. So be sure to tune in next week as we bring the trail to life. Thanks for listening to RV Out West. Be sure to follow the show so you never miss an episode. And if you enjoyed the show, tell a friend and please leave a rating or a review. It would mean a lot. Special thanks to Scott Home Music for our intro song, We Are One. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook to join in on the conversation. Now, get out there, explore, and go see what's beyond the horizon.